Afternoon. This is Nita and Miss Panda with the Timepiece Garden. And hang on just a second. She just crossed over the fence onto the cow property. Panda Bear! Panda, come! Panda, come! Panda! Oh, she's being silly. She's like, I'm not even listening to Mom. You better get over here. Come on. You probably can't see her head bopping there in the center of the screen. Come on. Yeah, you better stay over here. That's not Panda's house over there. This is Panda's house over here. Yeah, I said so, good girl. Anyway, this is Nita and Miss Panda with the Timepiece Garden. And it's a cool 54 degrees right outside right now. It's going to be chilly the rest of the week, and by like, I don't know, 3-4 days from now, might be 5. I'd have to go back and look at they're forecasting cold. You know, we're going to have our first frost. So what does that mean? Well, that means the gourds have got to come down. Now, most of them you can already tell. I'm going to walk in here just to show where my stems are going brown. That's what I've been waiting for. I still have a couple where the stem is kind of green, but the vine itself is also starting to die. Everything's dying back. You can see that's a little green, but it's not true green. You know, everything is dying back, so I'm just gonna help it along. Everything gets cut today. Most of them are true brown, or it's some form getting ready to go brown. So that's all gotta go. And then having said that, my sunflower canes here have gotta go. And the zinnias that have gone over have gotta go. The marigolds have gotta go. You know, everything's gotta go. Why? That way I can get my hoop here. Excuse me. Covered in plastic. I've got stuff inside the house that I've got in seed trays that I need to get out here, and I can't get out here. I can't get it out here until the hoop is in place. So, that's okay. It just means that I need to get out here and get to work, and I need to do it before this little cold snap hits, just because I don't want to be outside at 32 degrees because I've got nothing else to do. You know, I can sit in the house at the fireplace and think about, you know, the next warm day I'll do the road. Today's warm day, I'm going to go ahead and work on the tunnel. And then tomorrow and the next day, I will end up harvesting. And what I mean by that is all of my tomatoes here, green or not, same thing with the peppers, have got to come in the house. Gives me fried green tomatoes, lots of peppers. Just everything's got to go before we actually hit the freeze, because it will freeze. They're talking it's going to go down to about 27 degrees. It's not bad, but it's cold enough that everything's got to go, because none of this will make it. You know, so my next couple of days will be in the garden, not on the road. Again, not a huge issue, because if you look, you can see where the vines here are dying back. There's my big gourds. Not an issue. Time to cut everything back. And having said that, I'm stepping on a mole hump right here. So, what does that mean? It means I need to get some mole bait out here. Yeah, he's probably doing the same thing. He's just looking for some winter snackage. And that's got to go away. All right, let me get busy. Panda playing in the grass. And she and I will talk to you later. All right. So, this is what a gorilla cart looks like, full of gourds. So next is to go hang them. And then I have 3 compost piles to make. There's a compost pile there. There's a compost pile down there. And there's a large compost pile down here. Now, I left the marigolds attached because I didn't bring out something, and I've not seed saved with them yet, and I didn't bring out something to actually put the seed pods in, and there are plenty out here. I've got seed pods. Does that make sense? So I can go ahead and come out here and collect seed pods on down the line, and then take them out just like I did the zinnias. That's what's left of the zinnias, and then pull back, and that's what's my Alice in Wonderland hoop tunnel. You know, now for those of you were here in the beginning, I pulled this out of a bunch of scrub way down over there. got the weeds out of it, you know, cut some branches, did what I need to do, got it up here, and they're usable. You know, they're a little rusty. They got some wonky bends to them. It's all right. Truly, it's all right. Because they're still really strong. I mean, they've had the gourds hanging on them. No problems, no additional support. You know, those weren't light, how do I say it, light vines. Anyway, the whole point is the fact that it's empty. And, yeah, what do we got to do next? So, I'm going to go hang these guys up. This is some of the twine that I was using to attach the vines in the beginning at the very base. You can still see I've got some twine to take off of. I will reuse that twine because there's nothing wrong with it. So I'll reuse that to hang the vines. And then should I run out of twine, I've got some twisty ties here. And there's some extra twisty ties here. You know, there's some there on the pole. So, I mean, I've got plenty to hang with. You can also see my jackets over there. As I got the vines off the hoop tunnel, it's in a little bit of sun, I got a little warm. You know, jacket came off, which is a good thing. Also means the afternoon is warming up a little. I'm not, don't get me wrong, I've still got some mid-length sleeves on. You know, it's not that warm out here yet. So I'm gonna go hang these bad boys up, get this stuff to the compost. Compost is close enough to the house. I will go in and get something to seed save with, come back out and seed save. You know, and then these guys will also go to compost, and then I will clean up the leaves and the debris and whatever else in here. And, I don't know, start making this into a hoop tunnel cold frame. Cold frame, I'll take you along for the ride. So now today is still going to be a really good day. So I don't plan on, yeah, there's Panda coming out from the scrub. That meant she was over in the cow area. She's not supposed to be over there. Anyway, tomorrow will be harvest day, not today. And that way everybody gets a little more time on the vine. You know, a few more tomatoes can go ahead and ripen. You know, because there's going to be, I'm going to have some great fried green tomatoes. Look for some other recipes. I've still got plenty of peppers. There's a, I don't know if you can see it. There's a pepper right there. Isn't he pretty? Anyway, but that's going to be tomorrow. Tomorrow's harvest. Today is clean up. Get this really well cleaned up. I'm not going to lie, the bricks that I have not filled in with dirt yet, I have to get those filled in with dirt. That will also be today. Does that make sense? That's why I don't know how far I'm going to get tunnel-wise, but this is this weekend's project. So by the time the starts that I have in the house are ready to go in the ground, this is up with plastic on it and ready for the starts. So, having said that, you'll have an awesome day, and I'll talk to you later. Alrighty, I'm calling it quits for the day. I can definitely tell I'm back on winter time. You look that way, sun's behind the mountain. It's gotten cold. Having said that, compost pile is way over there, and if you look, it's stacked up taller than the logs around it. That's because there's gourd vines and everything else. And if you look down there, my poor little Alice in Wonderland hoop is just so empty and so bare and so depressing looking. But it's going to be awesome when I get the plastic on it and get my winter greens in there. It's going to be great. And then having said that, gourds are hung. Looks like a gourd party at Nita Shed. You know? I'll eat her a bunch of lights and be a disco party. So, as I've said before, again, if you're new to the channel, gourds take a while to dry out. Some of the smaller ones might be done by April, maybe. You know, stuff like that one. But the larger ones next to it, to the left and right, could be as late as July before they are dry and fully cured and are workable, you know, to do stuff with, whether it be a birdhouse or a basket, you know, a pitcher scoop to drink out of, kind of like a ladle, you know, just all kinds of things that you can do with them. And the artsy in me loves it. You can tell I've got several different kinds. Try not to trip here. I've got like that one there. It's got some gorgeous coloring on it. I hope it transfers to the actual gourd. This one here was sitting on the ground. That's why he's got a white patch. But you see the dark spot there? That's where the skin has started to die back on the gourd, and that's what they'll all end up doing. And that should stain the wood portion of the gourd. So that will be an awesome, you know, stain. Shame it's on the bottom type thing. And then we just kind of go from there. And having said that, my smaller ones, I know they look like eggs from the volunteer gourd that came up by the house, have started to mold, which is what they're supposed to do. Does that make sense? And that's another thing that the skin on the outside starts to mold, and all the little dots that you're seeing, they stain the wood portion of the gourd, so it'll be speckled. Kind of, this is a, oops, focus. Those are some awesome dots, you know? But you can see it's got mold on it too, which is why you don't dry it in a shed. Don't, you know, not in your house, not in the basement. You find a nice dry place outside to let them do their thing. And they will, they'll do their thing. So having said that, I'm calling it a night. Baby gourd's there. Mama and daddy gourd's up here. You know, I've got almost all the tools put away. I've got a few things right there to bring up under the awning. And yeah, calling it a night. So y'all have an awesome day, and I will talk to you later.